What's up? This is Nia Yah with the Raiseki Arts Temple, and we are going to do a video response today. I had a sister to ask a question, how to raise your children to be conscious. And so this is from my sister on Facebook, and I want to start with, talking about being conscious. There's so many different levels of consciousness that we can have. We can be spiritually conscious, we can be conscious of our health, we can be conscious of our culture. And so, we want to hopefully be conscious in all of those areas. And when we want our children to be conscious in those areas, we ourselves have to be conscious in those areas as well as parents. Raising a child to be conscious, it starts at conception. You want to be conscious of the kind of things that you're eating as a mother, making sure that you're feeding your child healthy food, not dead animals, because that kind of mentality and all the drugs and hormones will go into the baby and that will affect them later. You want to be conscious of the environment that you're in as a mother to be, making sure that you are around positive people, positive energy, keeping your energy stress-free, just happy and surrounded with love. And those kind of energies will transfer to your child and give them an extra energetic vibration, an extra level of consciousness when they come out. Also, you want to be conscious spiritually and make sure that your connection with the Creator, your connection with your ancestors, and your spirit guides is also tight so that you can have the energy and the protection for your child that you need, even in the womb. Also, you want to begin to read to your child. You can read. I remember reading and just singing when I was a mother each time. And of course, I'd like to feel that that energy definitely carried on to my children as they got older and, manifested and got older. They still remember certain things. So all of that is important. When the child does come as a young child, it's very important, once again, to remember the energy around your child, the people that surround the child, all of the things that a little baby is like a sponge, and they basically absorb energy that's around them. So you want to make sure you're not watching TV with a lot of violence and negative energy, all that kind of reality shows and stuff like that. That's not appropriate for young children. In fact, you probably should consider just removing your TV from your home when you become a parent, because the TV tends to numb the mind. And if you want your child to be conscious and intelligent, then that TV is going to limit that greatly. So you want to be very conscious of what you and your child and children are consuming, what they're taking in, the music that you're listening to, everything that they see, everything that they hear, everything that they feel, is going to affect them and they learn from it. So be conscious of that. And let's see, also you want to be conscious of your family structure, all the people that are around your children. Make sure that you have some conscious people, people who are living like yourself, so that your children can see other examples of good, righteous living people. They can see other children who are being raised that way, and it will help them to have more self-esteem and feel better about themselves in being different from others. Also, just buy black books, black dolls and toys, and buy less things that are European influence and more things of an African influence for your children to play with and to grow up playing with. So even buying them African instruments as opposed to a bunch of plastic toys, and just be very conscious and selectful of things, selective, excuse me, of things that you buy in for your children as well. The things that they play with, the things that they're putting on their bodies, the things that they wear, all of those things are important. And they help to affect your children's energy. So let's see. You want to make sure that you have culture in your home. Decorate your home with African items or natural items, whatever culture consciousness you want to impress upon and teach your children, they have to see that it should be reflected all around them, and that way they feel comfortable with it. And then when they go somewhere else, then they're like, well, what is that all about? So one of the things that really helped me as a young mother was listening to elder women who were raising children in a way that I thought was good. They had children who were respectful, they were smart, doing well, and they were creative. And so I looked at them and I would talk to their mothers, and some of the tips that they shared with me were to make sure that you keep your children close to you as much as possible. If you want them to be like you have to keep them close so that they can have your ways. If they're away from you all the time, they're going to pick up ways from other people. And so that could be, a conflict in your home. But you can also manage that and, teach them the right way, and teach them that everyone might not understand the way that we think, because we have a certain level of consciousness. You want to also make sure the mamas used to always say, make sure you pray with your children. You bring them in to everything that you're doing. Talk to them about each little step, why you're praying, why you pour libation, who you're talking to, all the different aspects and different things. You have to really have these conversations. Talk to them about the laws of Ma'at. Don't just say them, but actually tell them, and have conversations about what they mean, and raise, their levels of consciousness as well. You want to make sure you restrict your outside influences. Pray and meditate with them. Help them to develop their spiritual gifts and psychic powers. You also want to, you may want to homeschool your children as opposed to putting them in a public school. If you can send them to an African-centered school, that is always best. But you can also homeschool yourself. Find information. There's plenty of information available now for doing that, and support systems that are available. When I was younger and my children were younger, we also had a homeschool co-op. So a few mothers got together. We brought our children together. We had rotation so that the children stayed in one home, and that was like the schoolhouse. One mother would bring food, one mother would pay money so we can get supplies and things that we needed. Some of the mothers would teach. We also had some other people to volunteer to teach certain classes. So it's it's many things you could do. Just be creative. And I hope that this has been helpful for you. And as always, I send you all much love and peace. Until the next time, I'm Jasaneb. That's it.